Okay, okay, great.
So yeah, so I'll start. Yeah, okay. So Prashant, I will ask a Java question related to some design perspective. So
Okay,
you have to write the working code for it. Okay,
okay.
and so I can check on that. Okay. So can you share your screen and open your ID, which one you are comfortable? Okay.
Sure. Let me share my screen first. Please let me know if you can see my screen.
And not now.
Okay.
Yeah, now it is visible.
Okay, okay, great.
So Prashant, have you working on multi-thread environment?
I have, yes.
Okay. So what is thread?
Okay, so thread you can say is a part of process, and a process can comprise of multiple threads. So it's like a low power secure kind of a thing that we can use throughout for sharing purpose because it doesn't consume much memory, and the memory that it uses can be shared among all the threads. So there are different types of threads like user thread, it can be a daemon thread, and there are a very there are very advantages of using threads. So that's why we all extensively use threaded environment.
Okay. So Prashant, have you worked on executor services?
I have, yes.
Okay. So what the main features of executor services?
Okay, so executors services basically for asynchronous mode, if we want to use it, we can use executor service because it automatically provides a pool of threads for us. And for every API that we create, it is going to be advantageous. So that is also an advantage of using executor service. And other than that, there are several factory methods that we can use to specify our requirement. So yeah, the this can be why we use executor service.
So Prashant, I want you to write your custom executor services where we can submit any task and that they can the executor service can executor can pick any task from the assigned task and run and result it back to the on services. Okay. Like the executor service you run Java work.
Okay, sure.
Okay. So use the all concepts which within the program.
So I just have to
Okay.
create a custom thread pool executor, right? Using
Yeah.
executor
Correct.
framework
Yes. No, without using executor framework.
without using
You have to write.
executor.
Yeah, you have to write your own executor service.
Okay. I'm sorry, like my system is really slow. This is my personal system, so it's old actually.
Okay, okay, no problem.
What size? Okay, it's custom. Okay. Okay. Uh, Execution.
Any doubt?
No, no. Sorry. Actually, I'm just thinking right now. Sorry. Actually.
Just let me know when you are.
Yeah.
Right, folks. Anyone completed the lab?
Okay.
Yet. Okay. No worries. Please take 5-10 minutes more, and then we'll continue.
Um, okay. Nice.
Challenge did not work. Sorry, which solution did not work? Challenge. Last one. There is a challenge.
Um, yeah, it's done.
Okay. Okay. So can you show me the code?
Sure. So I'll go step by step. So here I'm using this class to create number of like threads that I want to. So this is executors.
Okay.
So here I'm just creating a new instance and I'm just giving the capacity which I'm doing through here. So it is going to have a linked blocking queue, and inside I'm going to maintain um, the number of
Okay.
threads, and then it is going to call ec.myMethod, which is of class execution class. So here I'm just checking if it is exceeding the capacity or not. If not, then create a thread and then do this increment count, and then it will run. And this
Okay.
is the
So
executor service. Yeah,
if I submit a task, okay,
yes,
can you run in
yeah.
task? What are you executing in submit new task?
So this is my task actually that I've just a dummy task. So it is just going to print right now the thread name.
Okay,
It is
it's print something inside.
okay. So this
Okay,
is
okay,
Shutdown
go.
should
yeah.
completion. So shall we continue?
Okay, run this.
Okay.
Can anyone tell me the takeaways from this lab? What we just did?
I'm
Execute.
hearing another voice.
What we just did with this
Okay,
lab? What
one
was
minute.
the objective? What we saw in this lab? The VPC endpoint thing. Key.
Okay, now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll run this.
So,
So here you can see this is the reusable. These are the reusable threads, and this is the output. So I'm not doing anything. That's why it is just printing the name.
okay, okay.
So it is going to execute till 10 times because that's what I have done here.
You are printing the name. Okay, okay. Show me the executor service. Thread pool class. Thread pool.
Okay, thread pull
Where you
class.
actually.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So here you adding the in the task in the queue and calling the execution class method.
Yes. And here
Okay.
I'm creating a thread for that task and then running it. So, so yeah.
Okay. Here you checking the capacity. How you check what is the current capacity?
So current capacity is going to be like when it is going to be run for the first time, it is going to be zero because I have initialized it by zero. And the capacity that I want not to exceed, I have just given here 5. So it will go from 0 to 4.
Okay. And one minute. Can you one minute? Show me the education class again.
Yep.
Yeah. The current capacity is starting is zero, and your total capacity is 5. Yes.
Yes.
Current capacity increases, and you started. Okay. And while you are doing while true, pool size is not not zero. Then you polling and run the method. Okay. Q and then putting the method. Okay. Why your education class is implement runnable?
Because I'm creating a new thread here in this method itself. So that's why I wanted to implement runner because it is going to call this run.
Okay.
So here I'm also, you can see like I'm giving the instance of execution class. So that's why.
And go in educators class. Can you back to educator class?
Executor class, where executors dot java.
Yes.
So
Yes, educator. Like, okay. In this your third pool. Oh, sorry,
yeah,
third pool.
so this is nothing. It is just going to create a new instance of thread pool.
Okay.
And here is the task class where actually I'm doing the task.
Instead of any my task, we can call any run. We can add any runnable. Yes.
Yes, it can be anything, right? So it is just a dummy right now.
Okay. Can you go to my third pool again?
Sure.
So here you add a queue and current capacity. All are static. Okay. Blocking queue. Okay. If I create another third pool,
Mhm.
your custom third pool, then what will happen?
So I have to first identify which one to call, right? Because uh,
Okay. Go
and
to main class.
yes.
If I create another thread pool like ES2,
Mhm.
okay, and then again submit the task. Same. Can you copy paste then main method again? Yeah.
So if
Instead
I
of my task,
you are talking about this,
yes. Instead of my task, you can submit another task which print number I.
okay, okay. So can you give me an example?
You
Like
can print I inside of the enable.
print I inside. So I have to change this in that case. Or I can
Okay, you can.
I can create a duplicate my task too if you want.
Okay. Have you worked on lambda functions?
I have, yes.
You can use lambda functions there also.
Okay. But I did not understand the requirement actually. What
I
they are.
my requirement is print the in I inside the enable.
But what is I here?
In the go to back in executor service class main class. The
Okay.
main class.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I is your increment number with one I to equal to 0. So I want that number.
So
So I G yeah.
okay, something like this.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I want to print I.
Okay, sure. So I'll just modify this in this
No,
case.
no. There two enables. One will print thread name, another print I. So in the above, I just want to print the different values in different executor service.
Okay, okay.
So we can identify which thread will print this line. You got it?
Yeah, Yeah, let me, okay, think.
You can create another my task class. This is not.
So, uh, so if I modify here, let me duplicate this.
Okay, now run the code.
Yep. So you can see.
Yeah. Can you increase the output window size?
Sure.
So only the 5 third are printed. Only by four printed by number one. 1/3 full.
Yes, only four got printed. Um, okay.
Have you got the problem?
Actually, I'm just debugging right now. Just give me
Okay.
1 minute, 1 or 2 minutes. I think something
Yes.
in this
Take your
implementation
time.
is causing the issue.
Yes, there is a problem. Not here, but you made a so one question related to your third pool class, my third pool class.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, your voice is not clear.
Oh, okay.
So I am asking that why you make the capacity and current capacity a static variable?
Oh, actually, the only reason because I don't want to create multiple instances of my thread pool. But again, I think yeah, I think that is the reason.
Hello, your mic is off.
Can you hear me now? Hello? Okay. It says unmute or mic in computer sound settings instead.
Check your Chrome settings. There is lock button in the top URL option, the top left. At the URL tab, after reload button, there is mic, there is lock. Can you check?
Uh,
Yes, allow. You can allow.
Sign.
Uh, Yes, you can allow block. Always block, not block. Allow. Run. Can you rejoin the meeting again?
Am I audible now?
Yes, yes, you already.
Okay, okay. Okay, let me reshare.
Yeah, sure.
Actually, it will only create four. If I give the size 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, no. It should create 5. It will start from 0.
So, my question that why you make the variable current capacity and capacity static?
Because like I didn't want to create multiple instances to change the values of capacity and current capacity. That's the only reason. Otherwise,
Okay,
what
so but why you make them static?
because I just want to reference them from their class name, not through multiple objects.
Okay, so what is the use of static variable?
We can reference them through their class. We don't have to create
Okay,
instances.
is this create a problem here?
Uh, I think so. But again, like if I do it as in a non-static way, then I have to create instances.
So first, my question is that create a problem or not?
I don't think it will create the problem, and yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, so let's debug by one. So in
Sure.
main class, custom executor class.
Custom executor, okay.
Okay, can you open that?
Yes,
Yeah.
I
So here you created two object of my thread pool class.
yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So my thread pool
Okay,
class
okay,
have two
okay, okay.
objects,
Got it,
but
got
they
it.
refer the same static variables.
Yes, yes, got it. Got it now. Got it, got it. Actually, I did not thought of is this scenario that we may be using multiple executor service. I I actually wrote this logic
We
because
use the
I was thinking of
thread
only one.
pools in Java application. So in a normal application, we create multiple thread pools. That can be the scenario also.
Yes, yes. Now, yeah, now I see. Actually, I was only thinking of one, so that's why I thought static should work.
Yeah, only one for this is work, but
Yes,
not for multiple instances.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
got it now.
Can you fix that?
Sure. Sorry, actually, it hanged. Um, One point.
Yeah.
So, when I'm calling my thread pool method through executors in my custom executor class, here it is going to return a new thread pool.
Yes.
So if I am calling out this method twice, it is going to create two instances of my thread pool.
Yes.
So in that case, will there be problem of using static?
I don't get your point.
Okay, so if there is only one instance of my thread pool, then
Yes.
they both are going to be reused by our multiple executor service, right? If there is only one thread pool, then both
Yes.
these executor service are using it, the same thread
Is
pool.
there a multiple instance of executor service?
Hmm. No, no. If there are a single thread pool, there is single thread pool, one thread pool for both
Okay.
these executor service. Then it is going to create an issue because we are using static variables, right? But
Okay.
here I'm creating through this method, my thread pool, I'm creating multiple, like I'm not creating multiple for each service, I'm creating a separate thread pool. So this is going to create a
Okay.
new thread pool here, if you see.
Okay. Yes. Yes. In executor service, you are creating new thread pool.
Yes. So for multiple services, it is going to have their own thread pool instances.
Sure. Yes.
So in that case, I don't like each static variable will belong to each class. So here this class is different and this one is different. So they both will have different uh, variables like for each of them.
So there no so my thread pool is single class. It's not a different class.
But I'm creating multiple instances. Okay. Oh,
But class is only one. Yes.
got it. Okay.
Okay, Prashant. So let's assume that you created only single thread pool. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Change back to the original code. Like my thread pool make it that static. Okay. So you have not implemented the shutdown method, which need to be also the part of thread pool. Okay. So
Okay.
if we want to shut down the thread pool, what would the changes required?
Shutdown. So, okay. I don't remember the implementation of shutdown, but
So how will you implement it? Not the actual implementation.
so I
So
can,
my requirement is that you have to complete the existing tasks which are in the thread pool, but you cannot accept the new task. And after completion of the thread pool, you have closed that thread pool.
okay. So I can wait for it to get completed. So like using await termination method, or there are two methods for shutdown and shutdown now that I can use.
So so how will you implement shutdown and shutdown now method?
So I don't remember the internal implementation, but I remember that shutdown initiates uh,
No,
like
no. My point is, how will you implement the shutdown method? Because there in your thread pool there is no shutdown method. So how will you implement it?
okay, if I have to implement, okay,
I know the working of that, but how will you implement it?
okay. Um,
Just tell me.
yes, I'm
Uh,
thinking actually. So so okay, I I can okay, I have okay. Like I can easily call shutdown method, but that is not going to work because I have to create my own. Like I could have done executor service, my executor service dot shutdown, so I could have an interface there. Like I have an interface there, so I can use that.
Okay. So, but where you implement shutdown method? In which class you have to implement shutdown method?
In my executor service,
Okay.
like
And in this method, which service you call to shut down? How you shut down that? Because you have to close all the running threads and you have to wait that they have completed their task, and then after you close it.
yes. So I can so
So how
here
you
afterwards.
terminate this running?
Okay, so this is
Yeah.
running indefinitely. Okay, I see your point.
Yeah.
So I can either check if there is nothing in the queue or not. Like that will be my first prerequisite. Like if the thread is empty, it is ready to be shut down because there should not be anything in waiting. So I can later on, like I will remove this while true, and then there will be one condition if I will check for the size, and if it is zero, like I will not use run method here, but I am checking, telling like I will call the method only if thread pool dot queue dot size equals to zero.
That's so if the queue size is not queue size is queue is empty, then your thread is not running. Yes.
Yes,
So your initiative is five number of five threads, but only three or five, only four thread is working. If the no task in the thread pool, no thread is running.
yes. So
So yeah.
okay, my point is like I can check like here in my custom executor class.java. So here you can see like after this for loop, it has already submitted each and everything. I can create
Yes.
I can create a separate thread for my shutdown, and what it will do is once it checks that like after this I'm going to call it out for after this for loop when every task is submitted. So after this, if it is seeing that there is nothing in my queue, that means that everything is now submitted. Nothing is waiting on for anything. So if that's true, then I will initiate the shutdown, or I can
No,
have
no.
a
We have to shut down. So after submitting the task, this is not necessary. We will not submit any task.
um,
So you in the Java application, you cannot shut down after submitting all the tasks. It will you can submit any task anytime. But when the application close and or your requirement of the application, you need to shut down that application, executor pool. Then you shut down that. So that's why shutdown method is implemented in executor service. That's why I'm asking.
okay. Actually, I can have like a wait period. Let's say I can do like thread.sleep, let's say wait for 15 seconds, and then I can initiate the shutdown because if everything is working accurately, then there is not going to be anything which is going to wait. So that can be the time where I can call the shutdown
Okay.
because like I'm calling the shutdown, I'm not doing it like in this current instance immediately, or like I can use the implementation for like the method await termination. I don't know the internal implementation, otherwise I would have written it, but await termination seems appropriate choice here.
Okay. Okay. So Prashant, one more question.
Yes.
Yeah. So in Executor service, you created a. Oh, sorry. Can you open the my thread pool? Sorry, education class.
Sure. Yes.
Sorry, sorry, not this one. My thread pool class. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah. So here you using linked blocking queue.
Yes.
So what are so there is another blocking queue which is array blocking queue. Okay.
Hmm.
So what is the difference between them? Array
Okay.
blocking queue and
So if I want to have an order, I will prefer linked blocking queue because it is going to be more efficient in that case, right?
why?
So because like so there are not many difference. Like I can differentiate because the array blocking queue is going to be backed by the implementation of array. So we don't allocate nodes during its uses, but it immediately takes what can be considerable chunk of memory, which can be problem if our memory is fragmented. So that could be one of the reason because a linked blocking queue does not pre-allocate nodes and its memory footprint will roughly match its size.
Okay,
Like optionally bounded blocking queue, here it is based on linked nodes in linked blocking queue,
got it.
right? But for array blocking queue, it is a bounded blocking queue which is backed by an array. So array has a lot of disadvantages, and that is why I preferred here linked blocking queue.
Okay, got it, sir. Okay, Prashant, I'm done from my side. Okay,
Okay, great.
okay, sir. Thanks. Good to talk to
Yep,
you.
yep. Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.